Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim, and today I'm doing a review for the 2023 film There's Something Wrong with the Children. This is a horror mystery movie, and it is produced by Blumhouse Television and Epix Original. I believe it's on Amazon. So the IMDb rating is only 5 for this movie, and we'll talk about that in a second. It is directed by Roxanne Benjamin. It was written by T.J. Sinfel and David White. It's about a family that takes a weekend trip with longtime friends and their 2 young children, but they suspect something supernatural when the kids behave strangely after disappearing into the woods overnight. That synopsis is a little misleading. The families that we are dealing with are Ellie, played by Amanda Crew, and Carlos Santos Thomas. Those are the parents of the children that there is something wrong with. Lucy Brielle Gattuso and David Maddle plays Spencer. Very, very good performances from these 2 youngsters. I really enjoy movies of the horror genre that have kids at this age because their acting skills are either very good or very bad. These 2 kids play wonderfully creepy, and I really enjoyed their performances. The other couple is Ben, played by Zach Gilford, who is in the Midnight Club. He's been in a lot of other things, Friday Night Lights. So I recognized him more than anyone else from this movie. And Alicia Wainwright plays Margaret. And it only has a 5-star rating on IMDb. So I'm going to give you my notes. This is going to be spoiler free, so it starts off right in the camp area, the Far Side Cabins, and it's in this huge forest or wooded area. They spell side S-Y-D-E. I don't know why that jumped out at me, but it did. And we have Ellie and Thomas with their children, Lucy and Spencer. You can tell right away that there's some tension between Ellie and Thomas. And we meet their friends, Ben and Margaret, who have no children. That's kind of a plot topic thread throughout the movie a little bit, but not too heavy. The opening sequence, you get a definite feel for the neon green that's in the movie poster, and that kind of plays throughout. There's a few times where the phrase, "the place that shines," is mentioned, and I am guessing that's where the neon green comes from. So they are doing the first part of the movie with like some character building, so you can kind of see the relationship statuses between the 2 couples, and there's very little attention paid to the children. So I got a little concerned at first that, this is an hour and 30-minute movie, that we haven't done anything with the kids. But then that all ends up making sense. And it's not really drawn out. Like, it was more than I expected, but it didn't hurt the movie, in my opinion. So they go on a hike. They are going on a hike in the woods, and, get a little montage of some wooded area. But then they come across this huge brick stone building. They refer to it as the ruins, and they seem surprised that it was there. They decide to venture into the ruins to explore, and that includes the kids. And I'm not giving away too much. This is not spoiler. Like, this is all part of knowledge of the movie. Then, after the hike, they go back to the cabins, and the women kind of get together, and they talk about the tension, about the relationships, There was some storytelling as to why the relationship was a little rocky. Um, Margaret decides to offer to let the kids stay at her cabin for the night so those two in the other cabin could try to rekindle whatever flame. They could relight the flame of love. Blah. So the kids stay in Ben and Margaret's cabin for the night. But then in the morning, the kids are missing, and that's when things really start taking like a really mysterious turn. Ben goes to look, and he goes immediately to the ruins because that's the spot that he can think that they would be interested in going. Okay, so from there, it's all kids. It's all the children. And I'm not going to go into any more like details of the story like I just did, but in my opinion, these two kids play evil, creepy, scary very, very well. And they looked like they were enjoying it. There are a lot of suspenseful moments, tense moments, a few jump scares, kind of. It's not really, the story isn't really relying on there being like jump scares. The story really is about these two kids, how creepy they are. They do a mind F on Ben, and Ben has a history of like manic episodes and things, so immediately he starts looking to everyone else like he's, having a breakdown. But then these kids, they go at it. There's like some instances that happen that you're kind of left like, oh, that's crazy. And then it just keeps going and keeps going. So very good, very suspenseful, tense, some very crazy moments. The couple's stress levels amp up. And yeah, and then we get to the ending of all of this very stressful, tense moments. And if I had any like parts of the movies that I was kind of disappointed in, and I think even the word disappointment is too strong to describe my feeling on it, is the ending, like the actual ending, the end, like the moment that the movie ends. You're kind of left maybe a little unsatisfied at that moment. But overall, I think this movie's definitely worth more than 5 stars on IMDb. So I would love to know if you've seen this movie or what you've heard about it in the comments below. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more great or mediocre reviews, which is kind of where my niche is, doing like so good reviews. But I do other stuff too.